Yo, welcome back to the Heavily Opinionated Podcast. It's your boy, Jamel Kijana, aka Melly Mel, aka whatever you want to call him. And with me, I got.
It's your boy, it's your homie, it's the Bonnet Bandit himself. It's your boy, Playboy Troy. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen?
That's a lot.
All right, man. All right, bro. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Who else we got in the building tonight?
It's your boy Cooley High in the building. How we feeling? How we doing? I'm here.
Doing pretty good. You know,
I want to get straight to it.
Hell yeah, we about to. But last but certainly not least.
Y'all already know who it is. The one that's hated on the most, Platinum Pat. You know what I'm saying? Came back to back with it. You know what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
Well, I mean, honestly, you probably don't.
Probably don't what?
I know somebody who might know what I do.
Them boys!
And as Najee as Playboy Troy is getting into, we gonna get into that. We gonna get into some NFL. We gonna get into the NBA in-season tournament, and then we also gonna wrap up with a little bit of an acknowledgement of our wrongness about the Heisman in college football. So, and then we gonna get up out of here and promote. You know, this is the last episode before you guys get to see the very first Heavily Opinionated live, you know what I'm saying? All in the same building, chopping it up, getting into it. So, yeah, we just are going to get into that. But first, let's talk about it. My Eagles got the ass beat last night to Pat's Cowboys. Go ahead. So, winners get to go first. So go ahead. The winners get the press conference first, usually. I don't know. I just made that up. Go ahead, Pat. How'd you feel about the game? Talk to him.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I thought about going Papa Doc on you. All right? I thought about going Papa Doc.
I don't know the reference.
I thought about if you ain't seen
go Rambo?
No, you seen 8 Mile, you know what I'm saying? When he said when Eminem, when they was like, who go first? And then Papa Doc had one, and he was like, bitches go first. Oh, but see, I was gonna say losers go first.
Nigga, I would have went Ime Udoka on you, nigga.
Hey, no,
I would have LeBron. Don't use that word so loosely. I would have went LeBron.
I wouldn't have said that to you though. I wouldn't have said that to you. I would have been like losers go first. But
okay, yeah.
But in reality, we're gonna take this dub because we're not. I'm a preface. We're not gonna do this shit in the playoffs.
Y'all not. I'm glad you know that.
Let's go ahead. Hey, put the camera on me. Put the camera.
It is.
This my. Hey, this is my camera.
I was about to say, you're talking to your own cameraman.
I don't know what type of technology you think we got going up.
I gotta make sure.
Put the camera on me.
Hey, give me a big zoom. Give me a big zoom.
I don't have the technology.
Well, we'll talk about it, but we're not gonna do this in the playoffs. All right. Whoop that ass. Whoop that ass. The Eagles are now 4-0 stepping inside of that motherfucking dome. Going like in terms of the past 3 games. Now it's the past 4 games.
Oh, for real?
Y'all have not won a game at the Cowboys Stadium. That all being said, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying I felt like we was gonna catch this dub. But I was a little worried because I was, of course, thinking about them boys coming off of that loss. They're going to, be a little more feisty. They're going to be a little bit more on edge. But I think the Cowboys wanted to double down on that. And I think that gave them a little bit of fuel. Of course, it also gave them fuel being that now we're both 10-3 or 10-2. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 10.
So now we're 10-3. So now we're both 10-3. So now it's a tie in the division, and we're 1-1. So, if at the end, and I don't think it can be a tie now that it's 17 games, actually. So that gives us a chance at least to, if we win out or they lose out, you know what I mean? Like, we got a chance to get in a pretty good position. But I also think for the Cowboys, that would hurt them if they won the division and got a bye week. Because the Cowboys is not a team that needs to rest. They're one of those teams that's when they're what's the word? Streaky. When they're hitting, boom, boom, boom. They might go 3-4 weeks of doing this shit. And then the next 3-4 weeks, you're going to be like, what the fuck? And it's going to be like, they might win, they might lose. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I got to say about that. You know, hopefully.
That's valid. Yeah, that's a respectable, delusional Cowboy fan. You're still a delusional Cowboy fan, but it was a respectable take. Because a lot of the delusional Cowboy fans have been on some, it's over. Go ahead and call it. Get the rings made. Like,
Nah, man.
Relax, my boy.
I wonder, is Diggs coming back?
No, they said he's done. And that's the crazy part. Y'all didn't, Stephon really stepped the hell up. You know what I'm saying?
No,
he really did his thing last night.
He did.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Bruh. He looking like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's been doing this all year. He's been doing this all year, and I will say that.
Nah, I'm gonna say
that is true.
These 2 games for the Eagles, both of these for me are revenge game for the other team. Cause the Eagles beat the Cowboys last time y'all matched up. The 49ers beat the Eagles in the playoffs when they didn't have the 49er fans say, they wasn't all the way healthy at their quarterback position. So they felt the way they took that to heart. So these is both revenge games against the Eagles. So like the 49ers, they had this game circled on their calendar, and I know the Cowboys had the same thing. They had this game circled on their calendar. When you're the guy at the top, everybody gunning for you. You're gonna get everybody best shot, and this is what comes with the territory of being, the defending NFC champion. So I think that's a huge part to play into all this.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And I think I got to add on that. Well, also you can add in there that AJ Brown talking trash to Stephon Gilmore.
Yep.
Y'all, Stephon Gilmore was that guy in New England, and he is past his prime now. He's past it, but he turned back the clock last night, and now he had AJ Brown. He had him Brown locked up.
Well, yeah. I think it was a good duel. AJ got he still got I would say a little under 100. He still got his catches, but in terms of, I'll get into that. Go ahead, my bad.
No, I was just saying he turned back.
What you got to say? No. I'm gonna
finish.
You felt like you got something to say about it.
No. I was just.
All I'm doing is giving props. You got to look at me. I'm giving props to my ex-New England player. So
yeah. He did his thing, but to say he locked him down.
Nothing to do with you, Bill Belichick.
Hey!
He ain't got no wins, so this is his only way to find ways to
usually when they
be part.
They be looking like
jump
trash.
on our wagon. Pause.
Only reason that I'm rooting for the Cowboys is because those boys put up some fantasy points for me. So chill out there, Buck Nasty, because they put me up in the winning column. They put me in the winning column right now.
Hey, that team. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Them Cowboys, I'm loving them Cowboys as far as fantasy. They kicker and CeeDee Lamb. Oh yeah, shout out to that kicker.
Oh yeah,
that's a fact. But I still want to hear what the fuck this nigga got to say about AJ Brown.
All right, there. I'll start there, and then I'll do my take. I'll do my bit.
Hold on, before you introduce your take, host, moderator, Melly Mel, I'm gonna present you with a couple questions. Do you think AJ Brown got his? Is that what you're saying? First question. Second question. Did Stephon Gilmore, did he not outplay him? Yes or no? There's 2 questions.
Okay. I'll say I wouldn't say he got his because his is having a touchdown and over 100 yards. That's the definition of AJ Brown's his.
So that's
Stephon.
No.
So yeah, no. Stephon Gilmore, the question was, did he play better than him? Is that the question?
Yeah.
Yes, but to say he shut him down, I would say no. He played better than him, but he didn't shut him down.
Boy, Brown looking like
Hold on.
This is crazy. This nigga just said.
This
Man just said he didn't do his standard. He did not perform at his standard at 0 touchdowns, but he didn't get locked up.
Locked up, to me, when I think of locked up, I think of less than 30, 40 yards. He still at least had, let me look up the stats.
How many yards did he get?
AJ Brown stats.
In the NFL now, teams are.
He went for 9 catches and 94 yards. Just no touchdown. 9 catches and 94 yards. That's not locked down to me. That like I can't give you a lockdown if I go for almost 100. That's the thing.
Average though. What do you average though?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What did he average?
What is he?
What is the average over the season? Oh, okay. Hold on.
Because I was saying, if he averaged 150 yards per game and a touchdown, that's locked up. Because that's
his average this season is 9. No. Oh, his average this season is 97. So he was only three yards under his average.
Okay, but how many touchdowns?
So no, the 150 yard thing, his 150 yard thing was like a streak that he had. He had like a 6-game streak. But touchdowns, he didn't have any. Oh, but how many touchdowns does he have total?
No, how many does he average per game?
Oh, it's probably less than 1 because he doesn't have a touchdown every game. I don't think there's not a lot of receivers that average a touchdown every game.
I'm a kind of hear what Jamel sentiment is.
And that's not even my full take. I'm just answering. Yeah, he averages 0.6 touchdown. That's not a real stat.
Yeah.
But,
go ahead, Mel.
For receivers,
he don't get no touchdowns.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I would say Stephon played.
Clamped up.
I would say okay. For AJ Brown having 90 yards is like, oh damn. You know what I'm saying? But for Stephon Gilmore, the game that he had was a little bit more like, oh shit, this was better for him. I'm not explaining it right, but I'm basically saying like Stephon had a better game for himself more than AJ had for him.
But he ain't dominate his match.
Would you say that he clamped him up?
No, that's what I'm saying. I can't say he clamped him up because he still went for 9 and 90 yards.
But this is the thing. He kept him at his average, but really below his average, technically. And Stephon Gilmore went for more than what he usually puts up.
So to me, then that's why I say yes, he played better than him in terms of his potential, in terms of what Stephon can do. But to say that he locked him up, I can't say you lock somebody up when they still go for almost 100 yards. Even if that's a little bit below their average. To me, that's still not, I don't know. But let me get into my full take.
You know who got locked up, though? I'm going to say a lockup would be Mike Evans versus AJ Terrell.
We'll get to that game when we get to that
game. Yeah, we're getting into that. We're going to get into y'all.
I do want to say this, though. Because Mel, I know you got your take. Does Stephon Gilmore's forced fumble on AJ Brown?
I was going to get into that. Damn! Niggas can't even get the takeout. Okay. Go ahead. Yes, it does add to it. No, I can't go into it now because niggas not going to be patient enough. I had something else I had to say.
I mean, because you keep saying he didn't lock him up, but he forced a fumble.
I've been waiting.
Under 94, then is the question.
I've been waiting, but I keep getting extracurricular questions.
Okay, go ahead then. Go. All
right, so
let him cook.
I'm watching the game last night. And this past week, like my Gators been on. We didn't get no bowl game. I'm on a 4-game fantasy losing streak. My Eagles was playing like shit. In the third quarter, I almost gave up on football. I said, I might just go back to soccer. I almost gave up. That's how bad that shit was. I was like, damn. Then I was like, bro, it's not that serious. So then I'm like, all right, continue watching the game. And then after the game, I do my full analysis of what I just saw. And I was like, I'm looking at all the Eagles content. Niggas, fire the OC, fire the defensive coordinator, fire this nigga. I'm like, it ain't got nothing to do with that. Because when you have, in the first quarter, Jalen Hurts fumbled in Dallas territory, in the red zone. He fumbled the ball. Devontae Smith, in the red zone, fumbled the ball. A.J. Brown, in the red zone, fumbled the ball. Your 3 stars on offense fumbled the ball in Dallas territory, damn near the red zone. 2 of them were in the red zone. One was on the verge. On drives that had a lot of momentum in terms of us actually getting good touchdowns. So you add that 21 to the 13, we in the game. If not, we can't even do that because now you would have to, if you add the touchdowns, you could take away different points. So the defense actually showed up second half. They helped. They gave us as much as we could. It got to the point where at the end, too many fumbles, we're just giving Dallas too many opportunities. Of course they're going to finish this game and put 30 on us. You know what I'm saying? But the game was not out of reach until that last fumble, which I think was Devontae's fumble. And that's when I said, yeah, that's it. It's just not our day. We got to protect the football. And that's what plagued us in the Super Bowl. The fumble by Jalen Hurts and the fumble by Gainwell. It's not even interceptions. So for a lot of people to be like, oh, Jalen not. Yeah, Jalen, he fumbles as well. But AJ and goddamn Devontae hold on to the ball.
They fumbled the shit out of the ball.
Yeah, they fumbled, and that's it. If you take those 3 fumbles away, we finish those drives and score.
It was
so to me, it ain't got nothing. It had nothing to do with
not necessarily. We're not gonna sit here and do that.
I could be confident.
You had 3 and outs, plenty of them.
No, but I'm saying, but those weren't in the red zone because we never had the ball in the red zone. I'm saying those fumbles all were in Dallas, deep in Dallas territory. It wasn't like a fumble where it was like, oh, we was in our own territory.
But we fumbled the ball in the red zone, was it?
Yes, it was. They were all in the red zone, my boy.
What was it, about 30, 40 yards in?
Okay, yeah, you're right. I did say earlier. I said 2 of them were in the red zone. 1 of them was outside of the red zone, but still in Dallas territory. On our most momentum drives. The drives where we had our best so far.
It was momentum killing drives.
That's what a stifling defense is supposed to do.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get to that part. I don't even know if I really was gonna even I was just saying at the end of the day that the fumbles is what caused it. And at the end of the day, when you don't protect the ball like that, that shit comes to haunt you. And other than that, like you were saying about the playoffs and shit, I got to remind ourselves, bro, we've been the primetime game for the past 5 weeks. The first time we played Dallas, that was the Tony Romo. That was the primetime CBS game. Then we had our bye week. Monday Night Football, Kansas City. CBS game with Tony Romo again against the Bills. The Fox game against the 49ers. And then Sunday Night Football. We've been the top game for the past 5 weeks. I've never seen it happen in other teams. Also, I don't be watching teams like that in their schedule, so I don't know. When's the last time a team was for 5 weeks in a row the number 1 game everybody was going to watch? Not just because they're good, but because who they're playing were good. Because
this is where Bill Belichick got to come out.
Yeah, I get that. That's very valid. So yeah, to me that was just like, how the hell? At some point earlier in the season, this is my last point about it. Earlier in the season, heavily opinionated. We did our predictions for our teams. I said 12-5. Because I looked at that 5-game stretch and I said, we cannot win all of those. Shit, I didn't even think we was going to beat Miami. I was also a little bit, so I was really on my I'm really on my Colorado fan shit. Like, oh, we win it more than I expected. Shit, that's what I'm on. I'm like, nigga, I expect us to be 12-5. Now they saying, oh, we might win out because we got Seahawks Monday night. That could be a challenge. And then we got Giants and 2 other teams that are I think the Cardinals or something. But either way, we're predicted to win out. So if we win out, nigga, that's 2 less losses that I expected us to have. So to me, I'm not mad at it. Hopefully the number 1 seed thing, I would like to have home field advantage, but we only get the bye if we have a better record than San Fran. Because San Fran has to lose 1 game. If San Fran loses to the Ravens, which that's the only game they possibly could lose, and we win out, then we can get the number 1 seed. In terms of the division, not really worried about that because they say it's always different every year in the NFC East. So I'm not really worried about it. So, and then even with the division doesn't get you anything except for a home playoff game for your first game. The number 1 seed in the conference will get us the bye week. That's what I'm more worried about. So that's my take on the game. I'm not worried about it. I just think we need to tighten up the turnovers. Everything else looked good. So, yeah.
I mean, I think I don't know. I think you got to give that defense, credit where it's due. You know what I mean? We came in there like Cooley said. We signed that. We said we circled that shit on the calendar and said, yo, when we see them, we need to be our best. We didn't even have all of our guys out there, as we know we're missing one of our top cornerbacks, and we still doing the damn thing all year, and I'm excited. I'm happy we signed Stephon Gilmore. I told niggas he was gonna be a great addition, and I think game after game he shows that he is. And if he was with Trayvon, I think this shit would be a whole different scenario. Yeah. Even though
he's already with him in the locker room, so that helps as well too.
Facts. And even though Bland is playing pretty good though, he's doing well. But Trayvon is just another echelon. You know what I mean? So, but let's go over there to KC though. That boy Rose, and he showed up again after a loss.
Duck it, man. It's crazy, but yeah, that shit. I was watching it. I had it on Red Zone, so and I was surprised they didn't turn it to that game that much. But it is what it is. But I saw the end of it, of course, and yeah, Mahomes, them boys, Tony, and I'm gonna keep riding for him because he's a Gator. But
No,
at a certain time,
no,
No.
he don't got.
They said
It's
they
a
said the
different.
nigga. They said he did it 4 times. I'm sorry. That's all I got to say right there.
for real,
They said he did it 4 times.
that
They probably
game,
gave him. They probably
that in that game 4 times.
That's what I'm saying. It's a new rule that they're now enforcing. Like, it's always been a rule, but now they're choosing to enforce it, like, to watch for it this year. And they probably warned him, like, gave him 2 times, like, all right, you get 2 freebies. And then they was like, oh, man, like, we got to flag you on this one. And it's just with the context of the play. Yeah, the Chiefs, they're going to be upset. Patrick Mahomes threw a hissy fit because he's not used to losing. So, Tony, man, he's a knucklehead. That's why he got kicked out of New York.
Can't believe they didn't call that. What the fuck you call that?
Yeah,
He ain't got no
Yeah. Cooley hit it on the head though.
He ain't got no hand. He got
It's
no
not
IQ.
like they literally gave it to him the first 2 times, but I mean, hey, especially at that moment, bro. If I already told you twice, I'm not about. There's no moment now after that second time I told you, bro. You already know what's going on. You already know what's going on.
Yeah.
So, and that's first of all, you're professional. You should understand the situation. It's a high intense situation at that point because that was a game winning touchdown at that point. But guess what?
Kelsey hit him with
you have to understand the environment. You have to understand what's going on, the situation. So you telling me you a professional athlete, you don't know where to line up at on the line? You don't know what
you gotta do the check with the receiver.
You don't do the I was about to say you don't do the check.
Yeah.
You just lined up and was like, oh, this is it right here. Okay. All right. Bet.
Bro, it's on
I
him.
think this like either the second or the third time Kadarius Toney like cost the Chiefs a game with like just not having a level head, not having situational awareness. Like, bro, he's a knucklehead, bro. When he left the Giants, he like responded on Instagram, all these posts. It's a couple players in the league, like if they just had the right mindset and they was professional, focused, and they was like akin to details, it'll take them further along in their career. They'll have more impact on the game.
Yeah, Kyler Murray, that's what they say, because he did the Instagram stuff too. Like he deleted everything, like little stuff.
I'm gonna say too, Pickens for the Steelers.
What is that?
I just want to show this real quick. Hold on. Let me make sure my shit on do not disturb so we don't get disturbed while I'm showing y'all this.
Yeah, gotta make sure you keep the.
So you got Patrick Mahomes saying that was the worst fucking call ever. They said this what Josh Allen said.
hey, and I saw him dap each other. I saw him dap him up. And it looked very similar to like a dap up to where it's
the
like
great
I don't
white
know what to tell you.
Josh Allen, baby.
Please stop with that. Please stop. That's enough.
He's been going ever since last year. The great white hope, Josh Allen.
Now when he come to Philly, stay out of Philly, nigga. Tell them to stay out of Philly.
Great fantasy pickup.
Oh Lord. Yeah, man. That was an interesting game. I like the move by Kelsey to pitch it to him. That was cool. I don't want to talk about fantasy. Hell no. How the hell do I'm on a 4-game losing streak? Jordan Love, I love you. I don't love him. That was weird. Jordan Love, I like how you playing, but please play like trash tonight. No, please play like trash tonight. And A-Chain, get back in the fucking lineup. That's all I need out of you. Give me 30 points. Give me some cushion. I need A-Chain to go off.
You know, if
that's what I'm saying. I
didn't bad for me, man.
I ain't saying he didn't last week. I'm saying he needs to go off this week.
Yeah, they only put him in when they up like 20, 30 points. So you know what?
That's all I need. That's all I need.
It's pretty much over with for me.
It's 2 Monday night games.
Frank, you already won. I don't even understand why you even sitting here like cheering like this, bro. You already.
He just want to see me lose. He just want my losing streak to keep going, so he could hop in that
Pray
spot.
on that downfall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pray on that downfall. We like to see that.
That's okay. I'm okay.
I'm looking at it right
You
now.
know what?
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't knew what the hell was going on down there. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I ain't know.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm
gonna be honest, man. I've won a fantasy championship before, so if I don't get it, it's okay. You know, it's like
the Patriot way.
No. Yeah, that's how I look at my Eagles too. That's how I look at my Eagles.
What are you playing for? What are you playing for?
Fun.
Fuck out of
Fun.
here, bro.
Fun. And that because somebody asked me.
Go ahead and see your dub to everybody then. Fuck it.
Whoa. You only send a dub. To
that's not how it works.
For the champion.
I only send it to the winner.
You like Tony
I only send that to the winner. I don't know about that one. You should have just said send it to me.
Y'all seen that? I thought, hey, yeah, you right. Send it
You
to
trying
me.
to get it?
Hey, don't too late. Nope.
Hey, I can't wait to see this nigga Najee in the playoffs.
Nah, man. I treat it how I look at my Eagles.
Hey, and I'm gonna let you know this right now. That means that either Samurai, Munyon, Melly Mel,
he won all this.
y'all niggas are all gonna lose in the first round.
He won all this.
We'll have to see.
Hey, I mean, we'll have to see. Whoever make it to the championship.
In the championship.
At the end of the day, I want everybody to know that's watching this. At the end of the day, Pat can't win unless my Eagles win.
So if Patrick win, you winning still, is what you saying? Yeah,
it's like how I said with Florida. Florida, we didn't make no bowl game, but Georgia and Florida State ain't in the playoffs. That's a win for me.
Sick, bro. You're sick.
Oh yeah. When your team is down that
just hopped on the wagon so fucking fast, it's ridiculous. This nigga down there, you just signed yourself out the fucking playoffs. If Pat wins, I win. If I win, I win.
Don't say it like that.
If Georgia lost, so it's a successful season. What is that?
You have to find solace. You have to find the wins in something.
Rick Ross didn't know what diabolical meant. This is a diabolical nigga.
Hey, if you will call me nigga, put something else in front of
me. You're looking at
So I just want to confirm right now, if the playoffs started right now, I'll be playing Mel. And then, Pat, you be playing Rose?
Oh, so I'm still in. Yep. Oh, fuck all this fun shit. I'm trying to get the dub.
For now.
I know.
If you lose, then I guess it could be.
I got to get this done, man.
Oh, yeah. No, if you lose, Munyon got way more fucking points than you already.
Yeah.
But then what about next week, though? Who happens? Who plays next week?
Playoffs start next week, ain't it?
I thought next week. Next week is 15. Oh, shit.
Playoffs is next week, ain't it?
Yeah, this was a bye week for us. We rested.
Oh.
No, we got one more week. Okay, I
was about to say, it says 15 on the schedule. So we got one more. Who do I play?
He got to beat me. He got to beat me next week to get in. To be actually locked in.
Oh, okay, Mel. Oh, okay, and I got to go ahead and whoop that nigga Mel ass then.
Yeah. I basically got to beat everybody I lost to this season. So I beat Patrick.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Pat. Hey, you asked me this. Do I want Jalen Hurts to have a bad game? No. So that answers my question about how I care about fantasy. I want Jalen Hurts to have a good game. That's what I care about.
Bro. This nigga
I got to. I can't.
Nigga, yo.
I have to.
Just sat here. I gotta find my victory out of something, nigga. I gotta win.
I gotta find solace. What?
Oh yeah, got to.
Disgusting.
Yeah, what do you do with 2 L's?
You doing black magic?
This shit is wild.
Is that black magic? That's witchcraft.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Lock him up.
Oh
lock him up. I'm tired of it. I can't take it no more. He just turned 2 L's into a W. Lock him up.
I've been saying this one since high school. I've been having this mindset since high school.
It has been staying there forever, and I hate it. That's the worst one out of all the ones you've had. I hate it.
I hate it. He does not like it. Oh man, give me the fuel then.
What'd you do with 2 L's?
You turn them into dubs. That's what I tell my kids. Just I don't tell them. I don't tell my players that. Go ahead. No, tell your players that one day, Najee. See how they look at you.
We're down 0-2 right now, so it's okay. Yeah.
No. Hit the Janus. That's a dub.
The way these refs are for this 8th grade league win, they like the NFL refs. They just call whatever they want.
Call them whatever they want.
Hey, bro, the whistles be delayed and everything, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, them whistles last night was pissing me off. Whether the fouls was on Philly or Dallas, I was like, can these boys play the game? God, no. It was like 10 on Philly and 7 on Dallas. I'm like, golly, they was calling everything. They was not letting nothing slide. To me.
Sounds like
I guess it's a boring game. Let them boys play.
See, you're one of those guys that support concussions and all that type of stuff.
A foul does not stop a concussion. What does a 15-yard penalty do to stop me from busting you in your head? Pause.
We don't want.
I paused it. Come on. I paused it. Y'all niggas actually did pause. Like, damn. Damn. So does that mean I don't use it?
You ain't had another word choice, like another way that you could have said that?
I was befuddled.
Nah. Instead of busting you in your head.
Hey, yo, he's a grown man. He said what he said.
Thank you.
No. He's a grown man, and he decided to use the words that he said.
Hold him accountable. Oh, man.
Yeah, hold him accountable. Like I won't allow that to continue on.
Sure. Anywho,
but yeah.
Oh, you want to talk about the Falcons before we get into the NBA, Cooley? Because you brought up AJ Terrell and Mike Evans and the lockdown.
My boy AJ Terrell had my as you say, locked up, clamped up. Yeah, I'm gonna say we got a clamp because this is what I was saying last week about Mike.
Oh, he going to the computer.
Oh yeah, you see that bright screen. You see that bright screen because niggas want to get on me for 5 minutes. See, that's clamped up. 1 yard for 8. Yeah, that's clamped up. 1 yard, 1 catch for 8 yards. That's clamped up, nigga. Had to get that. So yeah,
you doing the same shit AJ do every fucking week. The same shit he do. Bark, nigga.
My Evans had a career game.
Yeah, Pat had money on that game. Damn.
My Evans been doing that whole career. Yeah.
That nigga did not hit his parlay. Shit. He came out of nowhere. You doing the same thing.
See, that's why I don't bet though. I'm sorry, Cooley. Let me say this real quick, Cooley. I don't want to cut you off. That's why I don't bet. Because niggas get so wrapped up emotionally in the game. That's all I'm focused on is this fantasy shit. I don't give a fuck about no wins and losses. I got Jalen Hurts.
Oh, okay. Then send me the dub then.
No.
I know.
In the NFL. I'm here for me, nigga. Fuck them.
Yeah,
what can I get out of y'all? Okay, go ahead, Cooley. Keep cooking.
But no, I was just talking about, Mike Evans been doing that his whole career, and he faced AJ Terrell. AJ Terrell just got back. This is his first game back. He healthy. 1 catch for 8 yards, And we just going to say that's a lot versus somebody getting their average. That's all I'm going to say on that. As far as the game, man, if I can do what we do best, man, we find a way to lose in the fourth quarter. We going to find a way. We shall find a way.
And Ritter did what he could. It's that defense. How you let Baker drive? How you let Baker drive and score, man?
You're not gonna let Dennis Ritter get off the hook on this one. We was down 1 possession and he threw a pick 6. Now we're down 2 possessions. That's where it started.
That's not pretty.
Let's start there. Let's just start there. But I digress. Let's move on.
Let's get it. Everybody, are you ready?
Hey.
What?
How are we not going to talk about New England Patriots, man?
That was a Thursday night game that nobody watched. Niggas had work on Friday. Niggas had school on Friday.
Y'all be hating, bro. Y'all be hating.
Nobody. Did anybody? Okay, I'll ask. Did anybody watch it? Did anybody watch Thursday night game, Patriots versus Steelers? I did not. I was at a jazz concert.
I didn't. Well, I didn't watch. You're right.
I didn't watch.
I was at a basketball game. But
thank you. Niggas was we were getting entertained in other ways.
Watching y'all niggas.
I think I was sleeping.
Blowing in the clarinets. That boy, hey, hold up. What you was doing at the jazz concert?
I was just watching it. It was my school was offering it for free, so I was like, "Oh shit!"
Was it good? Who performed?
Yeah, it was solid. It was just the jazz like band that the school has.
Did you get a recording? Did you record it or?
Yeah, I think I posted it that night. Yeah, it was, it was a vibe.
I thought you was trying to be the Rizzler. That's it.
No, not a jazz club. No, not a jazz club. That's different. I wouldn't even talk about that if I was. That's what you know. What I'm saying. That's not what I did.
You risen up? You risen? You out here risen?
Yeah, I thought that boy was trying
to. Pat be out here trying to learn how to riz, but I think gotta ask.
Show your charisma. You know what I mean?
Nah, and speaking of we got the bad GOAT talk, baby. Manda won the in-season tournament. No.
You talking about Jordan?
LeBron. No.
That's not how you spell Michael.
Does my AirPod a little low, Frank? I can't hear who you said. I heard LeBron. I heard Go James.
I heard MJ.
Oh, I know, man. Take off the cowboy hat and the cowboy shoes, man. Take it off. You riding too much.
How can you call a man a GOAT you never even watched play basketball on TV? You're riding too much.
First of all, of course, LeBron James and the Lakers won the in-season tournament.
I wouldn't say that, but okay. I thought a young team was going to win it.
Hold on. Because we did predictions. We did predictions. Somebody pull up, even though you know you going to have to sift through a bunch of shit. Let me hear what his prediction was last
I was wrong.
I was wrong too.
I was wrong. We all was wrong.
Yeah, I had the Pacers. I had the Bucks. I had the Bucks and the Celtics in the East, and I think I had the. I thought the Pelicans was going to beat the Warriors on some young nigga shit.
Cooley, the only one that said Indiana. I do
no, I thought I said Indiana with Cooley.
This nigga here, Pat, just happened to know everything, goddamn thing in the future, huh?
No, because I thought Cooley, me and Cooley was right on Indiana, and I think we all said the top teams on the other shit. Everybody said top teams, but me and Cooley said the Pacers.
I didn't say top teams on everything. I didn't say top teams.
I did.
Because I think it was Lakers. It was Lakers on top versus Pelicans. It was Kings on top versus
No. Because I was about to say the Lakers.
No, it was Kings on top versus Pelicans. It was Lakers on top versus Suns. It was Bucks on top versus the Knicks. It was Celtics on top versus the Pacers.
Yeah, I said the Kings.
Y'all see what my memory do.
I said the Kings, and I'm pretty sure I said the Bucks. I'm pretty sure I said that.
I'm pretty sure I said the Pacers because
right.
I've been high on them niggas all year, knowing that they scored the most.
I said the Kings or the Bucks.
Oh man, yeah. And this is an unaired episode, guys. This was on an episode that was on it. This is a vaulted.
You just figured out what we was talking about?
No, I do. No, I'm just saying, like, we don't have like the reference. No. I knew what we was talking about.
That nigga said, "Oh yeah." Like,
I was just
Mel just clarifying that we will have to go into the vote to find that answer.
Yeah, the people that are listening are like, when did y'all do this?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We got to go in the vote. You know what I mean, and pull that up. But
it's not even in the vote. Bro,
I feel like.
Let me hear y'all thoughts on the Lakers. Let me hear y'all thoughts on the game.
Why you do that? Why you do that?
That's fucked up.
Why you do that?
Oh, my bad.
No, why you do that, man?
Like, why would you? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Nah, go ahead.
Manyan, do your thing, Manyan.
Nah, I didn't know you had a point.
One of y'all.
No. I can't even do this shit though, boy.
So shit!
And hey, first of all they blew the Pelicans out. They blew them out bad, and I mean, what they lose by like 50?
They blew the Suns out too.
They did blow the Suns out.
They did.
Out of here, nigga.
All right.
Whoa!
That nigga had money on the game.
Hold up, DJ Rose. You hopping on that Lakers bandwagon real?
He said, "Man, what's wrong with you?"
Hey, I told y'all what I rock with. I said it earlier.
Oh shit! All right, Damien.
I am not a Lakers fan.
What you rock with?
I am supporting LeBron.
I'm on that boat too. I'm not a Lakers fan. I don't have a team at all. I support LeBron.
It's not that. It's the fact that he literally just threw a hissy fit because we didn't mention how they blew out the Suns.
The Pacers. They blew out the Pacers.
That man gave us the Ice Cube.
I'm talking about the Suns. I said they blew out the Pelicans, and then you said the Suns just now. I'm like, oh
No, I said the Pacers too.
No, you said the Suns. You said the Suns.
You said.
I'm sorry. The Pacers too.
I was about to say,
he did. They did. Was it?
I wasn't able to watch the game, so I.
Well, it felt like the game was kind of over in the last 5 minutes. I felt like even before.
I said last time I checked, they was going back and forth. And
yeah, they were going back and forth for a little bit of the fourth quarter, right? I would say like in the last 5 minutes, the game started to get away from them.
Let me see.
I can't remember.
Because from what I remember.
I was also watching. What was I watching? Oh, yeah. No, the Heisman was right before that.
It looked like it was taken away.
109 to 123. That's like nowadays. I don't really count that as a super blowout though.
Nah. See, because a lot of times the end of the game score is not what happened during the game. Some boys had they rookies in the game in like the fourth quarter early. I remember Austin Reeves was dribbling through his fucking legs type shit and wasting time like with 2 minutes left.
So it was over in the first quarter.
Okay. Yeah, it was over. No, I wouldn't say the first quarter because the Pacers made some runs.
It's over.
I don't think the Pacers ever had a lead though, but they always kept. They didn't give up. They kept making their runs because there was a huge run that they went on because I can't remember everything about it. It was just a few nights ago.
I wanna big up the Lakers, man. Shout out to the Lakers, shout out LeBron, but it's the Pacers still. They just got relevant this year.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What you mean?
Don't do that. They just beat the Bucks. First of all, they beat the Celtics.
They did.
It was lose or go home versus the Celtics.
That's not. He said that they just became relevant this year.
This year?
No, but he doing that. He trying to bring down what LeBron just did.
No,
he's saying that shit. He's saying that shit like, the Lakers won. But
they won. They did it.
No, what he's saying is we gonna give LeBron and Lakers the glory. Yes, that's them. But we also gonna put some spotlight on the Pacers too. That they actually coming up. It's just like when the Warriors and the Kings played in the playoffs
like they young. They still young. They still got to learn how to win.
Nah, because look, I'm giving them praise too. Because I'm like, bro, what they did was nice. Yeah, don't try to act like they just really, young.
Because now you sit there and we put the Indian. Now we're gonna put the Indian Pacers in that same group as like the OKC Thunder, the same group as the Sacramento Kings.
They next up.
I'm not fully sold on the Magic still, even though they're like third or fourth seed right now.
They're getting together.
I'm not sold on them because it's still early in the season.
I need more time.
Anybody could be top 3 or 4 right now in the early in the season. Let's see how we get to the nitty and the gritty of the season when actually people are actually playing in the motion of everything. Because the only thing I'm gonna give props to Adam Silver because this in-season tournament turned out to be a great thing. You actually had competition on the court. Like, bro, they had to play all the way to the last minute. And we almost got some little tussles back at the end of the game because usually how they usually play their games.
You playing with my money.
You already
for money now.
You blow them out. You dribble the ball out. No, that's not how that works in the season tournament. The point differential matters. So if I'm gonna blow you out by 20, right? If I'm beating you by 25, bro, I'm trying to beat you by 35. I don't care. I'm not about to dribble the ball out. We trying to get to the money. Like as Cooley would say, we trying to get to the money. So guess what? At this point, I'm not about to sit here and play around with you. You can go ahead and crash out if you want to.
Okay.
Like Cooley would say. But guess what? I'm gonna get to the money. I'm just saying. So shout out to the Indiana Pacers and shout out to the Kings who actually stamped themselves in that conversation now. They're going to be a guaranteed playoff team.
No,
and I think the Pacers are too.
I think this is a good time to salute. I'm a shout out to Patrick, man. He gave me a change of heart with. I'm gonna ease up on the LeBron hate. I'm gonna salute LeBron, but I'm gonna salute that team. They got a good team, man. I think AD is like holding them back, but
they made them play
with the availability. But other than that, man, they got a great young squad. Like I said, but Cam Reddish, he was a good addition to that team. I think early in the season we was talking about the Lakers, and I gave him some spotlight. And then just watching it come together, it's like, okay, I see what's going on. But it's just like what I said about the Pacers, just like what we're saying about Orlando. I need more games played. I need to get in the nitty, like Najee said, get in the nitty gritty of the season. But for this moment, this was a good success by the league. They even got creative with the courts. You know, they put a lot into it, and then we was able as fans to receive a good product as a result of that. You know, Las Vegas right now, they got a lot of money circulating in that market with the Raiders. They in town. They had the in-season tournament over there. The Las Vegas Aces, they just won their WNBA championship. So you got a lot of motion going on in that city.
The Knights.
So,
don't forget about the LA Knights up in there too.
The LA Knights
up in there too.
You dig. So I think it's a good moment for the
LAFC was just in the MLS Cup.
Oh, sorry, not the Knights. My bad. The Vegas. Yeah, it is the Knights. My bad. It is. It's the Las Vegas Knights. It is Las Vegas Knights.
Yeah. So
in my mind, I mixed up the LA Kings and the Las Vegas Knights.
I think it was able to put a spotlight on that city, and it was good for the NBA, for the league. And salute the Pacers, man. Salute the Pacers for even making it that far. Like what Patrick say, they beat the Bucks. They beat the Celtics. That Celtics game was live. I think that was like top 2 game in the in-season tournament. So, yeah, that's my take.
Bad.
And hey, even shout out because of course the in-season tournament gonna be back next year. But from what Adam Silver said, those courts ain't gonna be the permanent thing. Like they're gonna change those courts up. So
they definitely should.
If niggas liked it,
I would love to see. I would love to see.
They're gonna actually make it more designs instead of that same yellow stripe kind of thing.
I think if people liked it, they would have kept it and left it alone.
Well, the problem is you got too much. It's too much colors on the court at the time because you tune into that game. I want to say I can't remember who it is, but it was like I want to say the Suns. They got a pink and purple court, and it's like and
I don't think it's that. I think it's also the coordination with the uniforms.
Yeah, that's all.
I think that was the thing that was a little bit off. It's like you got the Denver Nuggets wearing their regular. No. You had Milwaukee with a blue and yellow court. It's like they don't even wear the blue and yellow like that. Like it's like that. That's one of the old ass jerseys. Like, why don't you have the green? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I also think uniforms should be something they implement too. Have like alternate uniforms for
they banned the Lakers from wearing their alternate uniforms there, which I was confused on because I was like they wear a black uniform and the court was red and blue. So
see the red and blue. Why is the Lakers red and blue?
No. The court was red and blue.
Oh, I was about to say, why would
they? Like the Las Vegas. So when they went to the
it was. Yeah, I didn't like that either. That was
they had the red and blue court, but the Lakers couldn't wear their black jerseys, which was like, okay, I don't understand why not.
That's the NBA colors.
It is the NBA colors.
My question is, why can't the Lakers?
No, I know why you. I'm talking to Jamel when he said.
I know it too. I know it too. When I seen it, I was just like, It's like that felt like they could have just.
Yeah, why did they ban? I didn't know that.
It's that color court. You got to understand. You ain't gonna get that much grip with that rubber kind of court like that.
So that's a fact too.
You're not gonna get much grip with that court.
Well, just okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You gotta pause that.
Do I gotta pause that?
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
No, see when you said court, it was like, oh, okay, never mind. But just in general, the beginning of the sentence. So good job. You recovered.
You recovered.
Successful challenge.
Hold on.
I originally paused it because he says you're not gonna get that much grip with that.
But I'm not. That's what I'm paused. Like I'm trying to ask, like, what do you mean?
That pause.
I gotta pause me gripping something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It depends on what you're gripping, brother.
I can't grip up on some ass. I can't just pull up and just grip on that ass.
You can.
Yeah, baby.
You can.
You can.
But at a basketball game would be crazy.
What's the gender of that ass being?
Oh, okay.
First of all, we already know.
I think, me personally, I think you can pause anything sexual, whether it be either way. I think it tends to be a little bit more.
This one right now,
that's up to your interpretation. That was an
unsuccessful pause.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, though. I'm most likely going to only pause if it's on that side. But even if it's on the other side, I can still pause.
Okay.
That was unsuccessful though.
But
that was
court.
Oh yeah, it was just an unsuccessful one.
Back
Y'all
to the
niggas
court,
wasn't feeling that one.
I don't know, man. I guess because I hoop a lot. I guess I don't like that rubber kind of court looking, how the way it looks and everything. I don't know. I might just be old school.
You
For the
played
trash.
on a fucking rubber court
Trash.
for high school.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I did. I did play 1 year on it, and I hated that.
No, well, yeah, I'm sorry. You played 1 year.
Well, you played like
I played multiple.
you're talking about on the team, but you still played
multiple
the first 3
years.
years.
And I hated
No. He wants to be an asshole.
Here he go.
He wants to be an asshole. We're gonna be an asshole with him.
Yeah,
We're gonna be an asshole too. 1 year.
okay. I played 1 year on the rubber court, then I played another year on.
I played on that court.
Let's talk about that rubber.
I played on that court for 3 years too.
For 4 years, I played
Frank
on
knows about
asphalt. But for 4 years, I played on asphalt. So
yeah, you're right. You did. Right outside.
I did.
It really was an upgrade.
Yeah.
Right outside.
The asphalt was actually better than the rubber.
Hey, it really, I ain't gonna lie, it really was an upgrade because niggas was used to playing outside and shit. So it's like, all right, I'm playing on the rubber shit. Cool.
But as far as like the NBA, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I just
do.
I think
I only said that because it was a lot of players that actually was slipping, that actually was losing grip out there. Because it was most times when I watched the game and they're falling all over the place. I'm like, yo, is it the court that's messing you up or what's going on right now? And then it hit me. I was like, it got to be the court because I ain't never seen that many people slip like that on a court. So I'm like, yo, it got to be the court. And I mean the best court that I saw was the Warriors court. That was literally just plain yellow and khaki. I want to think it was plain and simple. It didn't hurt your eyes or anything. It was
tried to help him out.
What in the old man hurting my eyes? Ain't none of them courts hurt my eyes. What the hell?
When it came to the in-season tournament,
gave me a headache, so I had to go lay down.
I did like it. No, because it came to my. Okay, I'm gonna say what came to my mind when I thought about the courts and everything. I was like, man, you remember that time when the NFL first introduced the color rush, and everybody was like, I'm colorblind. I can't see the uniforms because it was a point when I think 2 teams came out there in all red and one came in all green or all blue. It was one of those. And the NFL had got complaints like
you
crazy.
You can still read the name. Shit.
Yeah. A lot of people was like, man,
I can't read. I can't see color. I'm colorblind. I can't read.
Why are you watching football?
That's all that came to my mind when I saw the.
Why you got to make fun of your friends?
Hey, he trying to drag me. He trying to drag me.
First of all, I'm not even dragging you. I'm not even dragging you. You colorblind too?
As they would say, as the ladies would say.
Hold on, you colorblind too?
Who are we talking about? Who am I talking about?
Hold on. So are you colorblind too is the question.
No.
Because I wasn't talking about you, but I was about to say, how the fuck is both of the fashion design friends that we got in our fucking group? Najee, you don't count. But both of the fashion design friends.
I know you're talking
about. Najee made logos. So both of the fashion niggas. Yeah, both the fashion niggas would be colorblind, would be fucking crazy. But
what I'm saying, why you had to bring that up? Ain't nobody. Why you had to bring that up? That's what I'm saying. Like, why you got to take it there?
I'm saying you making fun of your friends.
I'm not making fun.
They're your friends. You're supposed to laugh with them, not at them.
Friends.
Oh my lord! Oh lord! This man Pat is on his anti-bullying campaign.
He's PC.
No child left behind. I'm reporting you for cyberbullying.
That is not No Child Left Behind.
Whatever.
That was about education. This man is off. This man.
All of that
he's just shooting. He's just shooting. He's not shooting. Anything that sticks to the wall.
This is not how the Karens work. This is not how the Karens work. Whatever that shit is, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Just live shooting. Don't even.
Anywho, do we have any final thoughts on the in-season tournament?
Yeah, no. I actually never really tapped in. You know what I mean? Like, so go, James. I never said nothing about it. I let everybody come.
All this extracurricular comments.
You finally hopped off of LeBron James. All right, bet. Come on.
All right, go ahead. Get into it.
Go, James. Went in there, did his thing. But a friend of mine asked me this question over the weekend. Like, he was like, if you were starting the in-season tournament, you wouldn't choose Tyrese Halliburton to be your starting team if you were going into or be your starting player if you were going into the in-season tournament. And I answered him and told him I would choose Preston Pritchard to be my fucking starter. And you want to know why? Because it's the fucking in-season tournament. It ain't the ring. And that's what I'm going to say first and foremost. GOAT James is GOAT James, and cool, he won the game. I'm glad he did. He went in there. He did his thing. And I told him this, I like the in-season tournament for the atmosphere for teams that don't know what it's like to be there. So, Pacers, they got that opportunity. Now, he's saying, he said to me, bro, I got some random shit in the back that keep making fucking noise, and I don't know what it is, and it keeps talking to me. I just don't know if y'all are hearing this shit, but it's weird.
That boy,
it's like no bullshit. It's like a machine type shit. Like the shit keeps saying, "Okay, Platt." Like it's like something.
This is why, kids, you don't smoke weed alone. Smoke with your friends.
These niggas here. But look, no, for real. But look, though, so he's saying he thinks that the Pacers will be able to, because the Pacers did what they did in this in-season tournament, it's gonna translate to the playoffs. I don't agree. And the reason why I'm saying that is because teams right now are still getting their legs under them. Teams right now, like we were just talking about, teams are still trying to figure out what are the rotations. They're still trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Huh?
People getting back healthy.
Like the Magic.
Like the Magic in a sense. But I was really going to use like the Nuggets. Like you said, teams trying to get back healthy. You got the Warriors is trying to figure the shit out. And, the Warriors could still potentially make a push after All-Star. We've seen teams do this. Blah, blah, blah. Like the Lakers sucked last year, and then they made it to the conference finals after the All-Star break type shit. You know what I mean? So things can happen. And so the reason why I'm saying that is because they're a young team. They look like the Kings to me maybe last year or the year before, where they still needed a couple pieces. They got Sabonis and took that step. And now it looks like after they took that step into the playoffs, they're ready to go back in the playoffs and actually make a playoff push this year. You know what I'm saying? So I like the in-season tournament for the fact that they get that atmospheric feel. But it doesn't – I don't personally think it's just going to translate over to the playoffs. And when we're talking LeBron James right now, I think the goal is to really go get a ring. Now, like he said in the interview when he was interviewed, there's players on his team that isn't getting paid millions, umpteen millions. There's players on the team that's never made it to the playoffs. There's players. So for a player like him or for a team like that where they're trying to make a deep playoff push, yeah, maybe half of my team has been in the playoff, but the other half hasn't. So now these guys can get that feel and know what it's like when it's meaningful basketball. You know what I mean? And I guess to his point, when I say meaningful basketball, I think that was his point when he was asking it. You know what I mean? Is it meaningful? Does it, and I think it just means something when they're playing for money. And that's what I think, the cup is the cup, and I think it's cool, but I think it's the fact that they were playing for that money and they were getting a boost, not for Braun, of course, but for his teammates.
Yeah, and I like that.
Yeah, I agree with what Patrick's saying. I think the younger, even on the Lakers team, like the younger guys, like they're getting that playoff, that high intense experience, like playing in that atmosphere. So they receive it differently versus a veteran who's been in the league, been in championships, maybe have multiple championships like a LeBron. So he's like, yeah, this is, it's good for what it's good for.
Type shit. Yeah. And I think maybe 5 years, down the line, when you see the LeBrons, the KDs, the Kawhis, the James Hardens, these guys are gone because they already have multiple rings. They've already had the experience. You start to see the Lucas. You start to see the John Morant-led teams. You start to see the Tyrese Halliburton-led teams playing in this tournament over the years. Maybe it'll mean a little bit more. You could see a team like Detroit next year, like, yo, we need to try and make a push into that atmosphere, you know what I mean, and take this serious because right now they're in a fucking 18-game losing streak. But if they figure shit out, coming back into that next season. All right, cool. Now we talking about making it to the playoffs. We need to start getting this in-season tournament every year so we can start to get that feel. And then maybe 2 years into a turnaround, you'll see that this has helped those teams, So I don't think it's this year, but I do think down the line, So I was being an asshole when I said Preston Pritchard. But in reality, down the line, I definitely could see this being beneficial.
I do. I think so too. I like how they got it to where it is separate, because a lot of times you have, what are the two things most people are in the NBA for? Win a ring, get your money. So you have the title, which is to get your ring, but then you have this tournament that is more about money. I feel like maybe, how much is it? 500,000 or $1 million per player?
500.
They increase it to $1 million
for the winner.
now.
For the winner.
For the winner. I feel like 100. I feel like $1 million.
And they could go to $1 million.
And they will.
The ratings
when the game
went crazy.
Yeah, when it gets to that level. So I think that's also a huge incentive to where now you have two different tournaments that can base things. And one thing I know earlier in the show, not this show episode, but like in earlier episodes, I suggested about adopting kind of a Champions League format. I forgot to bring up like a way of having a qualification, like you were saying about Detroit. How about your last standing this year, instead of having all 30 teams in it and having all the groups, because let's be honest, the group stage I wasn't really watching till the end, lower the amount of teams so that way you got to really perform this year to qualify for next season's tournament, because that's how the Champions League is, to where if the Champions League takes all the different leagues in Europe and they go and play in the Champions League the very next year. So each year you're going off of how well you were in your league last year. So if you were in your top 4 last year, you automatically qualify for the Champions League next year. And it's vice versa, and it keeps overlapping each and every year. So that way it'll kind of incentivize teams to we got to at least make it to the top. Okay, so if I cut it in half and go from 30 teams to 15 teams, that means 7 out of each comp, or 8. How many? It's 30 teams, right?
It was, so you'll make it.
See, and that's what makes it hard to do.
Do 16.
I'm tripping. Yeah, 16. You do the top 8, and so basically you do everybody who makes the playoffs minus the play-in teams, basically.
Well,
so you
and I was going to challenge that because it's like, what's the? But I would challenge that with the inverse, the losers. You know what I mean? Like, you give the losers, those players, the teams that didn't make it to the playoffs, because what is it? It's 30 is 15 in each conference, so that's 7 and 7. So it'll be 14 teams going into the
bye weeks. You could do bye weeks,
and you would let the losers go into that cup tournament. And the reason why I say that is because the Pacers, for example, they were bottom of the league last year. Now they done revamped. They done got better. They're coming in. Did they make the playoffs last year?
They didn't even make the play-in.
No, they was like right there at they missed the play-ins. I want to say
that's the bottom. That's the bottom. If you missed the play-in, you're like one of the last 3.
Yeah, that's the bottom. Bro. You got to be in the.
To me, there's no difference between 12 and 15.
No, I mean, I'm saying I think they only missed it by 1. I want to say,
but you got to be in the 10th place to.
If you're not in the play-in, you're at the bottom at this point.
You're either 11 through like
15. Through 15. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure they were
at
the
11. Bottom.
That's the bottom.
They missed that 1.
That's the bottom.
The only reason I don't say at the bottom is because literally, if you look at it, it's usually 8, 9, 10, 10, and 11 are all the same exact record. They usually be the same exact record. So that's literally the only reason that they created the play-in is because all those teams were all around the same 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11.
I don't like 10 being in the mix because 10 is not the same record as 8. That does not happen too often. But
not too often. That's the only reason that they created it.
Well, and it definitely 10 is definitely not the same as 7.
Yeah, okay, I give it to you.
It's definitely not the same as 7.
I'm saying
2 years ago,
the only reason that they created it because there was a point in the playoffs when 7, 8, 9, and 10 all had the same exact record. But the only thing that made them different was one person had a tiebreaker over the other. So that was the only reason.
That's a part of the game. That's a part of the game. You're on mute. Nobody hears you.
And you had 7 and 8 having a huge gap in between 9 and 10 to where they were like, who cares? about the last 2 weeks of the season.
I personally don't like it. I don't like that shit still. Like, because
the play-in tournament?
Because shit like
not
this.
Even a tournament or whatever they call it.
Because of shit like this. Now this nigga is telling me that 10th place is a good place to be in. No, it's not. That is the bottom tier of the fucking league. That is not a good place to be at. I don't care.
Because you have 15, you divide it by 3. Yeah, it's the top of the bottom tier.
So
you're the best of the worst
bottom tier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so if you're in 11th place 2 years ago, bro, if you were
lower
under
middle
8,
class.
if you were under 8, you was under. You know what I'm
First
saying?
of all,
like,
let's be honest, right? Like, that's why I keep saying, you have to understand the creation of the play-ins for like the West, right? The West is so deep to the point where literally everybody was maybe one game apart from each other, right?
That's
but
cool.
Then you look
that
at
makes you have to play. You got to play.
You look at the East. Then you look at the East, where basically everybody below 2 is. If you take them teams out of the East and put them in the West, they're barely making it into the playoffs. And
okay,
that's being honest.
But the play-in didn't change that situation. The
play-in
made that worse.
The play-ins only came in effect for really. It should have been only for the West, to be honest with you, because the East, yes, you letting the bottom of the barrel get in on the East, but the West, you still have an actual fighting chance because y'all are literally all tied.
Right, so and I hear that, but the reason why we're tied, and I'm over you, and you're under me, is because you lost to me. So you gotta win. That's it. That's just what it boils down to. Like, all this other add-in shit to try to make a nigga squeeze in. The reason why the play-in fucking started, I feel like, was because they was trying to make LeBron. They was trying to get LeBron in there. That's why that play-in shit started. And I don't like. And I'm fair. This is what I'm saying. That's just bullshit. I don't like it because it allows teams to coast all throughout the year because it's like, oh shit, I can make it to 10th place and be that. No. That's lame. That's
what the Mavericks do. That's what the Mavericks do every year.
That's not how this shit works. And I don't like that.
Close throughout the whole entire year. Until they literally make sure they squeeze into 10th place. Every year. They barely try to get in.
The fucking Heat. That's what your team do. The Heat. Them niggas literally cold.
Wait, LeBron. Hold on, no. LeBron fan. He a LeBron fan. Because I was about to say, Pat, you was a Heat fan back in the day. I was like, LeBron. Okay. Dude, that was good. That was close.
Close to getting to the playoffs. We don't coast. We don't play to be number 1.
Before, when it was 8, when it was the 8th seed, y'all sit there around 8, 9,
yeah, we're sitting at 6, 7, 8.
Y'all a dance.
We're sitting at 6, 7, 8.
Now that they got the play-in, 9, 10, 8.
No,
y'all we play around there.
We play in the 6 to 7. We play for the 6 to 7.
Y'all don't be up there.
Yes, we do.
Y'all are the first playing team to ever make it to the championship.
But I'm telling you how my team is. For the past, ever since we got Jimmy, we have been plagued with fucking injuries like a motherfucker every season, and it's always the same exact people: Jimmy, Bam, Tyler. It's the same 3 every season. Right now, Tyler and Bam are both injured. Jimmy's about to get injured again, and then literally Tyler ain't coming back to the end of the season. Basically, to be honest with you, so that's literally we literally coast. That's why we be in the 7 to 8 because we literally sit there and coast and try to get in as much as we can. So
take that nigga some tissues.
My team plays for 6 and 5, for 5 and 6. I know what they play for.
Take that nigga some tissues. His team plays 5 and 6, but they're the first play-in team, the first team to ever go from the play-in to the championship.
And so what does that tell you?
That tells me that the niggas literally coasted the whole year. It could have been made it. Could have made a push.
We made it into the only reason we was in the play-ins is because we was number 8. So, and we only dropped down, but we was number 7, and we only dropped down because we lost the first game of the play-ins.
Actually, y'all were 7.
Yeah, we were 7, and we lost the first game of the play-ins, and then we.
I give you that.
Because so really, we wouldn't even been if the
playoffs. I feel like y'all were. I feel like y'all were lower, but I'm gonna give you that.
No, we were 7. I know where we was at. We lost the first game, and I was like, of course.
Yeah, I think they lost the first game to Atlanta.
To the Bulls.
Atlanta.
We lost to Atlanta.
Okay.
And then they beat Toronto.
Atlanta lost.
Oh, the Bulls. Yeah, there was some team, right, Dean? Yeah.
Because the Bulls lost to Toronto.
Yep, and Atlanta lost to Toronto.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, one of those. But yeah,
no, I think they made it. I don't know. Fuck them.
The in-season tournament.
What, in the bubble?
No.
Yeah, I think it's a success. It's got room. It's a success, and I think it has room to do other things, and it's flexible.
The Hawks, I think the Hawks lost the places.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, yeah. I'm about to say the Heat in Atlanta ended up making it into the playoffs, even though they was already set for 7 to 8. All we did was switch. Atlanta ended up moving to 7 when they initially was at 8, and we shifted up to. We went from 7 to 8. We just switched.
Yeah. Before we get up out of here, Heavily Opinionated has to do something that we don't do a lot. We got to acknowledge that we was wrong.
I feel like Charles Barkley.
Like usually we just go by it. We act like we ain't say shit the week before. Oh wait, that episode's in the vault. Actually, I had Jaden Daniels.
Hey, I was like LSU all the way.
Actually, it's deleted. It ain't even there.
Yeah, it's gone. Gone.
Hey,
who gonna fact check us?
I told some niggas that it was gonna be Buddy from LSU. I said this shit last week, bro.
He is selling this shit too.
I told you my cousin. I told you he was my cousin. I said
fuck no, not that again.
I didn't say
who did you? You was saying somebody was. Oh no, we're not starting. We're not starting that. We're not starting that again. I ain't got time for that. But anywho, we all were picking Michael Penix, however you pronounce it. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to botch the man's name.
I didn't pick that.
Huh? He said I didn't say that. All right.
I didn't pick that.
Okay.
I picked Jalen Williams.
All right.
I picked Jalen Williams.
Don't know what you're talking about.
No. This is not a joke. I actually did pick him though.
Okay, that's valid. But either way, I thought watching the ceremony because it was simultaneous with the tip off for the in-season tournament. So I was trying to flip through both. But I was like, okay, well, we'll just see because I don't need to see the first 2 minutes of the basketball game. Let me see the decision. And they were doing all these 30,000 interviews with him and his mama and him with their coach and all these different people. And they get to Penix and he's showing his jacket inside and every teammate's name on it. I'm like, okay, maybe it might be him. These guys kind of know. I think they let them know before who wins, which I think that's really crazy. How you going to, have me lose and I got to still sit up there and act like I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But yeah, Jaden Daniels won and well-deserved. One of his best games was against my Gators. The man had 300 passing yards and 200 rushing and 6 touchdowns by himself. Yeah, of course I'm going to do that. But yeah, so, yeah.
No, I said of course he would have his best games. His best game for the Gators. That's what.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like that too. Yeah. But yeah, he did his thing though. He did his thing this season. I would like to see where he goes to in the NFL. That's a huge different debate. Now we just got to wait and see how the 4 games left. I don't know who. I haven't looked at the draft order. Maybe that's something we could talk about in a future episode as we get right before the playoffs or something to talk about to see what's going to look. Who do we know is at least the top teams that haven't been in it. But we know that pick's going to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so if Panthers get number 1 pick, Chicago gets it. That's a huge thing. They're talking about, do you give up on Justin Fields now? But either way, we don't really know. The Patriots, are they going to pick a quarterback early in the first round? They're not known to do it. Well, outside of Mac Jones, of course, a few years ago. But
do they need to?
Do they need to? Then you got Arizona. Then you got Arizona who's climbing back. Arizona's climbing back now that Kyler Murray is back in the lineup. But they started off horrible.
We don't want Mac Jones no more.
So it's so many different teams that are bad, but do they still need a quarterback yet? We got to see. And what's up?
ESPN, go ahead and get that Mac Jones video up of him cleaning up his locker and put that Jaden Williams audio on top.
Oh my gosh. You think so? That's the quarterback you want?
I'll take a one-legged man with one eye right now. Get Mac Jones up out of there. We rolling with Zap Man.
Okay, we'll see.
He's not with that.
I don't know about that one. That's crazy. But another receiver that might go high, he might be the first pick, is we just lost him for a second. is Marvin Harrison Jr. And I know Cooley was telling me he wanted to talk about some of these receivers coming out this year. And yeah, they look pretty good this year, man. What you seeing out here?
Man, I'm looking at that wide receiver from LSU. Mayfus.
Neighbors or something like
Neighbors.
Neighbors. Yeah.
I think I'm looking at him like top, middle to upper part of the first round.
Yeah.
We got Troy Franklin from Oregon.
He's nice.
He looking promising, and also like you said, Marvin Harrison Jr. But I remember you speculated that he might go another year because he want to really beat Michigan. But if he goes now, he's gonna be top. He's top one receiver in the first round to go in my eyes.
Yeah, it could be even the first pick.
Who's available? Yeah, it could be the first pick. So
Chicago might say, "Go ahead." You know what I'm saying? Come on over and help Justin out. 2 Ohio State guys get it together.
And last week, Patrick was talking about how that's really what Chicago need is a wide receiver. Because all they got is DJ Moore. Shout out to DJ Moore, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Moore.
Oh, yeah, he had a hell of a game, too. A lot of people was talking about the Lions and stuff like that, and I've been trying to tell people, like, the Lions are still going lion, man. Like, Justin, and he looked okay, you know what I'm saying? Him and DJ Moore did their thing, but that's a whole different topic, too, as well. But, yeah, them receivers look good. Jerry Rice's son coming out of USC with Caleb. Caleb had him looking good.
Okay.
Washington, that receiver, that number 1 guy for Washington, he'll probably pop up in the playoffs when they play Texas. And Texas's receiver, like I think it's James Worthy. I can't remember his first name. Number 1, he's got like the locks. He's a good player over there in Texas. And another one I've been seeing too, Alabama. That guy, number 17, the Bond guy that made that catch against Auburn. He was heavily recruited. I think he almost went to Georgia. But yeah, so basically the 3 teams in the playoffs all have good receivers, except for
Brian Thomas Jr. Brian Thomas Jr.
Where is he at?
I'm about to pull him up right now. He played for LSU. He's a junior.
Oh, okay. So one of the other receivers. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. If you were a receiver for LSU, and they've always produced great talent. Jamar Chase, Jefferson.
And
Odell, Landry.
I almost forgot about him. He's been nice. He's been because he always give Georgia problem every time we play South Carolina. Xavier Legette.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Number 6. He's a big physical receiver, and I think he gonna flourish and prosper in the league. Like I think he'll go late first round, early second round.
Yeah. So, he's impossible. Yeah, he's impossible. There's a lot of receivers coming out this year. A lot of receivers and quarterbacks this year. I haven't really heard a lot about O-line, but there's certain years where you hear a lot about O-line, like the Sewell guy that got drafted a few years ago, top 10 pick. You hear other guys that go early in the first round for as O-lineman, but I haven't really heard a lot of defensive guys. Usually, remember last year it was all about the defensive line. Georgia was producing the Will Anderson guy out of Alabama. It's been quiet on the defense. There's been a lot of quarterback and wide receiver talk, so we'll just have to see about it. But it's looking about that time, fellas, that we get up out of here. But go ahead, Najee, break us down. Tell the people what they need to hear before we get up out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I hope you're ready. Because the next time you're going to be seeing Heavily Opinionated. We're going to be reporting live from Atlanta, Georgia, baby. We take Melly Mills. He's pulling up from the D. He going to the A.
From the D to the A.
Cooley and your boy. Cooley and your boy, Playboy Troy, coming from the Bay. Oh, yeah, Platinum P already there. Be ready. We pulling up to the A. Battle of the Bands, December 15th. Be ready. Celebration Bowl. We going to be watching. Ladies and gentlemen, Heavily Opinionated Podcast will be in Atlanta, Georgia. Reporting live. And guess what? Yeah. We got something nice for you, too. Your boy, Platinum P, your boy, Cooley High, and your boy, Playboy Troy will be in town for the penthouse. Top freaks only. Top freaks only. Top floor freaks only. Be
Top
ready.
floor freaks only.
Shirts coming soon. But guess what? Before that, the YouTube of the penthouse will be debuting with your boys. We're going to be talking to the people. We're going to be talking to the women. We're going to be talking to the OGs. We're going to be talking to the youngsters. We're going to be hitting the streets. We're going to talk to the peoples. We're going to get to know them. We're going to understand their HBCU experiences. Some of us ain't even went. I don't even think none of us went to the HBCU, but we've been breaded in it. We've been doused in the love of HBCU. We grew up in it so much to the point where we didn't even have to go to HBCU to know that love and that joy and that happiness that HBCUs brings to you. We have it in us. It's in our blood. We raised up in Savannah, if you already see, in the 912. We got our own HBCU there, Savannah State. Shout out to the Tigers. But your boys, Melly Mel, Playboy Troy, Cooley High, and Platinum P will be up in Atlanta. Heavily opinionated. Stand up.
You know what's up. You know what's up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can't wait to be down there in the A with y'all boys, man. It's going to be lit. We're going to have a good time. Have a good vibe, man. Get some good content in. Finally get this live episode. Oh, man. They ain't ready for it.
Oh, yeah. My bad, Mel. If you see me on the street and you tell me you saw me on the Heavily Opinionated, the shot going to be waiting for you. It's shot o'clock.
Okay. Let them know. Let them know.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know how your boy get down in the streets when it comes to the streets. What's up?
It's only
me. It's only me.
Yeah, on him. On that brother right there.
Don't worry. It's only on me. It's not the whole film. I'm about to get them some shots too, but it's going to be on me. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, man. But with that, shout out.
One shot, niggas. Y'all be see that's
one shot.
Don't get it. You go around.
That's funny.
Hey. He said if you say I seen him on Heavily Opinionated now.
Hey, that's all I gotta say. He ain't say how many
not
times.
Not for y'all who star on Heavily Opinionated. Those who view Heavily Opinionated. Not the stars of Heavily Opinionated.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, man.
Y'all, you see how y'all made me have to put the fine print and all this stuff down there? Yeah, I ain't want to.
Oh yeah, because what I said earlier, you give them an inch. You give me an inch. I'm taking a foot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Shout out.
Literally, he gonna cut your foot off and take it with him.
I thought it was a mile.
Oh shit! You said what?
I thought it was a mile though.
A mile, a meter, whatever like the measurement you want to do.
A yard.
A yard. A square mile. Shit.
There it is.
An acre. Shit.
But hey, all love, all peace. See you fellas soon. And to the people out there, stay safe, stay loving your family, and always stay heavily opinionated.
Yeah, he did it. Yeah, you know the vibes. We out, baby. See you.